this is Carrie with Canary Quilts, and we are starting the 2023 Fat Quarter Shop exclusive Designer Mystery Block of the Month. I just finished the 2022 and wasn't sure when I signed up for it what it was going to be like, and I really had a blast doing it. It came over the course of a year, and the colors of last year's quilt were really comforting, and the blocks aren't too hard, so they were really comforting to do, and my quilt turned out gorgeous. I've gotten it back from the long arm. I've got the binding sewn on. I just need to hand sew it on now, so as soon as I get that done, I will show you what it looks like. It turned out beautiful. But anyway, we're starting 2023, and as of today, which is June 16th, they still have it up on their website at Fat Quarter Shop, which I have a link down below that you can get notified when it comes back in stock. So it's still available. At some point, I don't think it will be until the end of this, until the end of the 12 months, and then they'll put the whole thing out. But if you want to get in now, it looks like you still can. So this is our first month, and like I said, I don't have the finishing kit. So as soon as I do, I'll show that to you to see what it's going to look like. We won't know the 12 blocks, but we'll know what the blocks around it are going to look like. So that's going to be really fun. And again, this year is comforting colors, and I love this splash right here. This splash of color just makes me really happy. Anyway, block number 1 is by Camille Roskelley, and it's called Dahlia. And she's the guest designer. So I am going to show you my cuts, and I'm going to show you how I put it together. And it's not very hard, it won't take very long, and it's a lot of fun to do. So hit the subscribe button, notification bell. You can quilt along with me if you have it, or you can just watch me till the end, see what it looks like. And I've got all kinds of other fun stuff going on the channel too. So I wanted to also show off this little quilt I did. This is from the Spooky Sew Sampler last October. And Sew Sampler is a mystery box that Fat Quarter Shop sends out every month. And then they have holiday themed ones 4 times a year. And my mom sews with me on Thursdays when she's here. She's a snowbird. And she helped me put this together. And it turned out so dang cute. So I have the backing coming for this. And I'm going to have it backed and quilted soon also. And then this is also from Fat Quarter Shop. This is a free pattern that's going on right now that if you don't know about. This is also a mystery little quilt that comes out. They're going to put out 4 blocks, and this is the first week. This is the second week. And I rounded the cat corners, if you're familiar with this. That just was kind of blocky for me. But you can head to their website, or I have a link down below also, and you can grab this for free and do it with us. So, and have a free little mini quilt at the end. Just use your own fabrics. Anyway, just wanted to show off some of my stuff. Show off the first block because it's so exciting to get. And let's get started. It won't take very long, and you're going to have a beautiful block number 1 called Dahlia. Awesome sauce! We are on the 2023 Designer Mystery Block of the Month, block number 1. I don't have the finishing kit either yet for the 2023, so when I do, I'll kind of go through that, let you see what it is. And this block is called Dahlia. So I'm going to guess that we have a flower, we're going to have a flower themed quilt this year, at least named. So it's going to be really pretty. And the thing I love about this is it's a comfort block to me because they're not hard to put together. And like last year, this year's block colors are really kind of just comforting colors. Except I love that splash of color right there. I hope we get a lot of that this year. So it's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. And this block does not look hard at all, which is great. So I want to go through, these are the fabrics that are left after all my cuts. We've got A, which is in the corners, and B is in the corners. So we'll be using these two together. C and D will be used together. Oops, I should be doing that. C and D will be used together. Now, the one thing you want to make sure is that you've got your stripes, or whatever you want to call these, your diamonds, they're white diamonds, going in the same direction so you can get the same effect here. And then E is the center. So the only thing we really need to do to get prepared for this is to mark a diagonal on the back of our D's. So let me get ready. So this is our corner block, and we're going to put our block together like this, and it's a basic 4-patch. Sew the 2 rows together, iron towards the dark color, and then we're going to put the 2 halves together and just iron iron towards the top, I guess, or you just iron one way. And then I'm also going to sew these, so I've got my D piece with the half, or with the diagonal drawn on, and I've got all my pieces lined up in the same direction. And I'm just going to do one of these squares on all of them, one of these corners. So this one is going to be sew on the line, trim 1/4 inch from your seam, and iron towards the corner. So I'm going to get all of that sewn and come back and show you what it looks like. So yay, not too hard. All right, and just like that, we're ready to put the block together. So the most important thing is to make sure this patterned fabric right here is all in the same direction. So when I put my second square on, I made sure I didn't put it on, because this background is a square, and you could have put it on over here. So when I put it on, I made sure that all my fabric was in the same direction, and this side goes on just like this side. So pretty easy. Loving the colors. It's not even together. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start assembling our rows. So there's our E. That's going to be in our center row. And we'll have 2 of these on this side, just like that. And then we're going to have 2 identical rows. Let's just put these 2 together. And we want to orient these so that we have a white next to our blue corners down here. So just make sure you've got it that way. These white corners are going to go by these blue corners. So get all of this sewn together, and we will be ironing towards this patch right here in this row, which means we'll iron towards the 4 patch up here. Real quick, real beautiful block to put together. It is really, I'm loving this splash of color this year. There we go. I got my rows together. Iron towards the corners here, iron towards the center here. Now we put our rows together. They'll nest right here. And we're ironing towards the top and bottom rows. All right, there we go. Block number 1, Dahlia, is done. Guest designer is Camille Roskelley. This is a Fat Quarter Shop exclusive Designer Mystery Block of the Month. And as of today, June 16th, you can get notified when it's back in stock to be a part of this block of the month. So I have a link down below if you want to check it out. And I have a link to the fabrics too, if you like the fabrics. I have a link to Camille Roskelley's website if you want to take a look at her stuff. And again, last year I had so much fun doing this, and this year I really think I'm going to love this. I love the splash of color, comforting colors, comforting blocks to put together, fairly beginner friendly. So if you want to watch me put this together over the next year and you want to see what my 2022 Mystery Designer of the Month is going to look like, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. You get notified of all the new content I put out, and you can check out my other videos. But anyway, I had a blast making this block, and I had a blast making this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!